services industry, and then the remaining 9.7 were from technology and 8.3 from healthcare. Another very interesting statistics, Forbes in June 2018 produced a result and a study that looked at 1,700 different companies across 8 different countries, and they found that increasing inclusion has direct effect on the bottom line. So companies that have more inclusive management teams have 19% higher revenue due to innovation. Harvard Business Review again produced that inclusive companies enjoy 2.3x higher cash flow. Another result from McKinsey shows that 35% of inclusive companies outperform their heterogeneous counterparts. One more interesting review from HBR says that inclusive companies are 70% more likely to capture more results. So I'm sure you people would have heard about many more such credible statistics and research that constitutes a powerful dimension of business case for inclusion. The crux of this is, in the recent years, corporates, establishments have realized that inclusion in workplace is just not a corporate social responsibility, or it is not just an event to kind of provide opportunities, more opportunities and more inclusion, but then it has a big potential to make big impact on their business. So this is what corporates have realized. Hence, my dear friends, I would want to remind you that limitation is only an excuse, and talent is the key for success, and the world is presenting you with infinite opportunities. Also, I'm very proud to say that my own company, Oracle Technologies, is very inclusive in nature. And then I'll give you small things on what my company does. So Oracle creates accessibility products that allow the aging population and users with disability to perform the same tasks as other users of enterprise technology. So we also have an accessibility program that defines our corporate accessibility standards, and then it also trains employees to create products that meet these standards. Also, what we do is we partner with some of the standard setting bodies like the World Wide Web Consortium, and International Organization for Standards. Oracle also has various sponsorships in association with various disability forums to recognize and foster talent in the academia. So we have scholarships and we sponsor them, and these are for top performing students. Again, I would want to say, look beyond your limitations, success will follow you. Okay, now, we have people here, you've been hearing me from past 10 minutes. Can I just get a commitment from you all that you would have knowledge and talent as your key driver for success? Yes. I want a loud yes. Yes. Thank you, and I like it. Okay, so now with that commitment, let's talk about some emerging technologies I think you all will be interested in knowing, and then also, what is it to stay relevant? What does staying relevant mean? It aims to stay ahead of the literature in your industry. And I'll give you also the dictionary meaning of what relevant means, just so that you kind of put this in your mind. Bearing upon or connected with the matter in hand. It's all about what people need to know now, and in an ever-changing world of tactics, strategy, technology, and solution. So with today's rapidly changing technology, even companies kind of rise and fall. What I will do is I'll give you an example of one small company which was the most innovative in the industry and then lost its edge due to the lack of being relevant. So in the 90s, that was almost the time when you got married to the first person you dated. So that was 90s. And there was a company called Eastman Kodak. For nearly a century, no company commercialized the camera as successfully as Kodak. Their breakthrough innovations were Brownie camera, Kodak color film, handheld movies, and easy to load Instamatic camera. But Kodak's story run began to end with the advent of digital photography and all the printers, softwares, file sharing mechanisms and third-party apps that Kodak had mostly missed out on. So what happened was, Kodak then thought, and they said in roughly around 1980s, Kodak said, let's do something different. So they put their foot into pharmaceuticals, they put their foot into memory chip industry, health care imaging industry, document management, etc. But none of this gave them the kind of glory that they once had. So what I would want to kind of tell is, look, if you're not relevant, if you're not innovative, then you know what, there's somebody who's going ahead of you. But then, in today's world, the good news is that you don't have to fear of staying relevant. So what you have to do in order to stay relevant is that, keep a close watch on what industry wants, what your company wants, and then look out for trends and technology trends in the industry, and then fine tune your qualification and skill sets very quickly. You don't have time. You have to fine tune them very, very quickly. And then most important is, be a lifelong learner. That's what will help you. Don't think learning will stop. Be a lifelong learner. So what happens is, every year, almost every year, most of the clients whom I work across APAC, EMEA, and also, few other geographies, what they do is, they kind of come and ask me about what the technology trends are. And what is it, where is it that, our company is kind of making investments, or investments in terms of R&D and investments in terms of, knowledge. So I will share my prediction for the upcoming emerging technologies that I can challenge will make or break careers in next few years. We don't know what will happen. Technology is so rampantly changing, and it's like, also it's the fastest finger first, right? You must have heard about that phrase from KBC. Okay. So data sciences, machine learning, and IoT, augmented reality, blockchain, distributed ledger, AI, and cyber security. I heard somebody here who is doing work in cyber security. Okay, so so the first thing is, with the data explosion that has come about in the last 2 decades, exponential increase in computing power and advancement algorithms, the field of AI is a transforming industry. So, and you know what, this industry is seriously understaffed. So this is one place where you should look out. The second, consequently, what happens is, big data and machine learning are in high demand, and data scientists are becoming a very key component in many industries, right from financial services, healthcare, banking, name it. And companies will be investing a lot in this skill. The third point, a number of companies are producing hardware and software features over the last several years to support augmented reality. People with this skill to envision and develop applications that take advantage of these new chips and APIs will be in high demand. Number 4, one hot topic last year was blockchain. I'm sure all of you would have heard about blockchain. So blockchain and distributed ledger technologies are one of the core areas of future where demand explosion is still happening for highly talented people. With the explosion of data, omnipresence of cloud, and advent of IoT, organizations are increasingly feeling the need to secure the data, not only of themselves but even their customers. So career in cybersecurity would also be something for you all to watch out for. And I'm sure you people would have heard about cloud technology, and Oracle is a cloud company. I'm very proud to tell that. So enterprise software is rapidly moving to SaaS model, and there is a lot of transformation to cloud and SaaS in the industry. So professionals with skill in cloud computing, data center management tools, software development, cloud administration will definitely stand out from the rest of the crowd. So, and finally, mobile development, analytics, and digital transformation also continue to be strong skill areas that you people should watch out. Hence, programming, just make a note of this, programming ability and your ability to adapt to new technology, ability, and there are some softer aspects that the industry wants. Your ability to work in teams, your ability to work across matrixed organizational structures, and your ability to communicate is what will keep you relevant in this industry for a very long time. Okay, so how many of you here own elephants? Raise your hands. Okay, or you must, how many of you have heard about elephants? People are not raising hands there. All of you. Okay, great. Okay, got no relevance to what I'm saying now. I just wanted to make sure you guys are attentive. Okay. Okay. So what I say now is really very important. Especially it is, for me, it's something that I feel is my responsibility and the responsibility of every human being on this planet. So my history teacher always used to say one thing: knowledge becomes evil